Hello, Earth children. It's Mr. Bruce. How are you? Today starts a week of Peppa Pig books. It's Peppa Pig week. Our first book today is Peppa in Space. All right, we have a lot of children at Garden Preschool who are very, very excited with Peppa Pig. So it's a special week for us. Before we start, eyes watching, ears listening, voices quiet, body calm. With no further ado, Peppa Pig in Space. Look at all those stars. It's a sunny day, and Peppa is playing with her bouncy ball outside. George and his friend Edmund Elephant are playing with their space toys. They're pretending that they are on the moon. Woo! Mummy and Daddy Pig have an idea. There's a show at the museum about the moon and space. They all go to see it. But Peppa is nervous. She doesn't really want to go to the moon. Will we really have to go to the moon? Peppa asked. No, Peppa, Daddy Pig says. We're not going to the moon. We're going to the museum to learn about the moon and see what it looks like. Miss Rabbit gives Mummy Pig 5 tickets. Enjoy your trip to the moon, Miss Rabbit says. She's the ticket lady. Peppa's confused. I thought we were going to a museum, not the moon. She's a little bit nervous. Then, Mr. Rabbit leads Peppa and her family into a rocket ship. Peppa thinks it looks real. Mr. Rabbit even puts on a helmet like a real astronaut. But Mr. Rabbit reminds her, it's only pretend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Well, on their first stop of the tour, Mr. Rabbit explains there are 8 planets that go all the way around the sun, and they are Mercury and Venus and Earth, I know Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Peppa and everyone else knows that they live on Earth. Next stop on the tour is a big room with a moon in it. If this was a real moon, you could jump over my head, Mr. Rabbit says. Gravity is what keeps us on the ground, Mr. Rabbit says. It is weaker on the moon, so you can jump higher. Gravity is when you jump up in the air, gravity pulls you back down. Peppa is impressed. Mr. Rabbit straps everybody into the anti-gravity rubber bands that hang from above. Then they bounce high in the air, as if they were on the moon. Oh, it's like a bouncing castle. Say moon cheese, Miss Rabbit says as she snaps a photo. Everyone says, moon cheese, and they smile. The tour is over, but Peppa has many, many questions. She asks, are there trees on the moon? Mr. Rabbit says, no. Are there any cars on the moon? Peppa asks. No. Are there any moon shops? Peppa asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. That would be silly to have moon shops. Who ever heard of a moon shop? Then they go into the next room, Peppa and her family and Edmund, and they enter the museum shop. It's almost a moon shop. Welcome to the moon shop, says Miss Rabbit. They call their shop the moon shop, but it's really on Earth. The moon shop sells many things. Daddy Pig buys a piece of moon cheese. He says, the moon is very tasty, he says. But the moon's not really made out of cheese. It's made out of rock, like what mountains are made of. Miss Rabbit holds out a photo. Here's a photo of piggies on the moon with an elephant, she says. Hey, that was them when they were jumping, and now they have a picture of it. Everyone giggles. They like the picture. Peppa, George, Edmund, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig all had a fun day at the museum and in space. There they are, floating in space in their imaginations. The end. Well, that was a good introduction to Peppa Pig, wasn't it? I'd love to go into space, but sometimes I think I might be scared. Before we come back for the next Peppa Pig book tomorrow, I want you all to be good to your folks and wash your hands. Oh. Bye-bye.